driving instructor. I teach teens and adults. Let's go ahead and get it. Good instructors are patient because when you're teaching anyone, particularly a teen or adult, how to drive, nerves will take over this situation. You can see the nerves when they come in class, when they're lining up with their guardian. You can see the nerves when they're sitting down in the chair during class. And you can see the nerves when they're getting ready to get into the car. My job is to make you feel comfortable, to explain what I'm going to be expecting from you, how you should set up your seat, from adjusting your seat. If you're taller, you're going to have to move the seat back. If you're shorter, you're going to have to move the seat forward. I'm going to get you in the vehicle and show you how you put your hands on the wheel. It could be a 10 and 2. It could be 9 and 3. It could be 8 and 4. There's a wide variety of hand placements on the steering wheel. There is no absolute best way to hold the steering wheel. You're going to learn that from me as your instructor. You're going to learn it from your parents. And then you would decide, based upon your biomechanics, how long or short your arms are, what is the best position for you. Good instructors always tell you to put on your seatbelt. When you first get into the vehicle, I want to see you click that seatbelt over your torso area to make sure you're safe and secure. Next, good instructors stay off the phone. You put the phone out of sight in the glove compartment. And next, I want you to keep proper following distance. Beginning drivers tend to focus on cars ahead of them, not realizing they're following too close. I want you to have a minimum of a 1, 2, 3 of a 3-second following distance. This will allow you to have a safe distance. I call it have good speed, have good space, and have a smile. You always have to be smiling. I want you to slow down to have time for decisions. Is a car backing out of the driveway that doesn't see us? Are we driving through a neighborhood looking left, middle, and right, and a kid does not see us, but we see them? Are we covering the brake, being that defensive driver while in a parking lot? Are we staying focused on the driving process? Are we applying the SIPDE process? The S is for search. Are we searching left, middle, right? Are we identifying there are little kids by a playground? Are we identifying in the downtown area there are delivery trucks opening up the back door, getting out packages, and delivering them? Next, are we predicting what is going on? Are we predicting when we get into a downtown Chicago, a downtown Detroit, downtown Dallas? Are we predicting what could possibly happen? Are we deciding what we're going to do? Are we going to stop and let the little kids go over to the playground? Are we going to continue covering our brake, staying to the right side of the road? We're talking about driving in the United States. And then are we going to execute our decision? If the light turns yellow and you can safely stop and listen, 1001, 1002, 1003, are we going to safely stop in 3 seconds? Or are we going to go through the light? And if you get comfortable going through yellow lights, you will get a ticket and you will eventually get in trouble, either getting broadsided or getting an accident and have the police pull you over. And we don't want that. Are we respecting the speed limit? A lot of beginning drivers go 5 to 7 under, which you are creating a hazard and you don't know that, or you go 5 to 7 over. You're not only illegal, but you're dangerous. And if you learn how to drive either 5 or 7 over or 5 to 7 under, you're in a dangerous learning situation and you think that is normal. That is not normal, because you're not going to have time to safely react and cover the brake, meaning have your foot on the brake, and properly stop. Driving is about habits and associations. Good instructors like myself will teach you those fundamentals to be a defensive driver. If you're in a neighborhood, we have several things. We have kids. We have people who are not going to stop at stop signs. We're driving in the downtown area. We have people visiting downtown Chicago, downtown Detroit, They're not aware of what's going on. We have pedestrians who are going to come right out in front of us. We're driving on a rural country road. What could we see? We're going to see deer. We're going to see wild turkey. You, as that defensive driver, have to know what I'm going to see. You are right at school. I came to pick you up. It is now 2:45. There are 3,000 kids, 2,000 parents, and 100 school buses. What do we do? Do we wait until everything calms down? Do I get you into the flow of traffic and get you out? These are decisions you and your instructor will make. And you have to have that communication. Do you understand your direction? Do you know north? Do you know south? Do you know east? Do you know west? Do you understand how to check your blind spot? I have a blind spot here. I've just checked my blind spot. I have a blind spot here. I just checked my blind spot. You, as a beginning driver, have to know where your blind spots are. If you don't know where your blind spots are, you're going to end up cutting off a car, and that is a driving error. Students need to constantly move their eyes left, middle, right, left, middle, right. I want to see you having your center mirror adjusted. I want to see you having your side mirror adjusted. I want to see you having your passenger side mirror adjusted. So when I ask you questions, I want to see you quickly identify information and tell me the hazard so you know and I know you're safe. Not just looking at the car, but looking at directions in front of you. Are we in heavy traffic? Driving in rush hour in the morning? We want to keep a 2 to 3 car space cushion. It's really a car lane every 10 miles an hour. Are we driving in the evening? So those things are very important. So you have to be successful. You have to reach your goal. Let's continue. Always use your turn signal. When you use your turn signal, you're going to indicate and let people know what you're doing. If you have to look left, you use your blinker, mirror, turn signal, blind spot. You look over your left shoulder. If you have to look to the right and get over to the right, check your mirror, turn signal down, right is down, left, right is up, left is down, your blinker's on your left, again, right, up, left is down, and you have to look over your shoulders. You have to see what's going on. Never be in a rush to jump out in traffic. I can't tell you how many times drivers are so nervous, so stressed, and you can see the fear in their faces. They're sweating, their hands are sweating. You see their heart pounding through their shirt. You see the carotid artery, and you want to relax because good instructors won't rush you to do those maneuvers. They'll help you. Okay, you have a gap to the left. I'd like you to accelerate and turn into the nearest lane. You have to trust your instructor. I have to trust you. We have to have trust. Always be aware someone could run a red light. So we have to look at the intersection. We have to scan left, middle, right. I want to see you looking. I want to see you assessing the area. Being a defensive driver means you're anticipating someone running a light. You're anticipating a jogger running across. You're anticipating a grandmother walking her little poodle across the street. So you have to be a defensive driver. Those skills will help prepare you for the road test. Good instructors also treat you like an adult because driving is an adult responsibility. It's not for kids. You have to do well on your knowledge test, and I have to prepare you for your road test. That is a system of trust. That is a system of us systematically going through all of the tests, A, B, and C, going through our checklist of looking over our shoulders, checking our blind spots, and then being ready and successful to drive independently, not being that burden on your mom or dad. Your mom or dad do love you. You have to grow up and start showing that adult independency. And you do that by registering for a driver's ed class. You do that by passing your driver's ed class. Then you would get a job. Why? You got to make money. And when you make money, you save your money, and then you get a car. Bye.